Hey, good morning. It's not raining at this second, but it has been raining all morning. I've left early, so it's about 10 o'clock, and so I'm getting out here really late, but looking for, supposed to be a break in the weather this afternoon. So this is what I'm shooting for. It's 61-degree water temperature. Water's beautiful. I'm going to be looking for trout deep again with some of these new lures I've been fishing, and I'm hopeful. I think it's going to be a really good morning. That's a fish. This is a strong fish, whatever it is. Yeah, nice speckled trout. Oh yeah. Whew, that's about a 16 right there. Wow. Nice fish. There must be a pile of these big ones in here. There's the first fish. Not the first fish that was on my line, because this was one of many that hit me on the first two casts. This is a nice 16-incher. Beautiful fish. Deep water fishing today. I'm ready. Not a lot of tide right now. Just slowly moving. Mouth of a channel here. And there were a pile of big trout in here based on the number of hits I got in the last two casts. And that one actually hit me near the surface, close to the boat. So that means that they must be feeding pretty aggressively, like that one. That's another, yep, that's another trout. Yeah, that's the same size fish on that 3/8 ounce jig head with the Matrix Shad Ultraviolet. 2 casts, 2 fish. Three casts, 3 fish. Now this, I'm going to measure this one. I believe this one will keep under the new rule. Yeah, it will definitely. That's a fat, probably 13.5. 13 is the new minimum legal limit. Yep, 13.5. I called that one perfectly. So I know they're hitting this jig. I'm going to switch over to the Vertrix lure and see if they will hit that one just as readily. Now, the one thing I am a little bit nervous on, I have a pattern of losing these lures for various reasons, but they're really heavy, and so there are snags here, so I'm going to have to make sure I keep it a little off the bottom. I changed the OEM hooks here. Went to a Gamakatsu number 2 treble, just because I had more problems. I was having problems keeping the fish hooked. Turned out to be a nice day. Yeah. Yeah, there's some trout in here. Another 16. This one was foul hooked, so he fought a little more, but you know, that's so funny. These, see, they just seem to hit that like they aren't taking it in their mouth, they're slapping at it, trying to knock it down. That's the Vertrix lure. That was my second cast on that. So yes, they're hitting this one also. Yeah, so this is what happened. I know there are snags down in here. Sure enough, like a fourth cast, I hook up with the bottom. Ah, boy, that one's gone. I got 4 casts out of that thing. So I'm gonna have to go back to the jig. There we go. Another, ooh, these are nice sized trout. Fat. That's 16 inches. Beautiful fish. 5 already. That's going to be my limit today. crazy. There is a hog swam right across Biobe Avenue. It's gonna climb right up there out of the water. No, it's a coyote. It is a freaking coyote. Man, that's the second time I've seen coyotes out here fishing the MRGO. So, got another fish on. The current took off here insanely. Really took off, and I knew that jig was not getting down that 3/8 ounce. So I could have tied on a half, but I don't really like fishing half if I don't have to. So I switched to the drop shot, and I caught a rat red. Pile of bait. Unbelievable amount of bait. All right, another fish on. Let's see how big this is. Yeah, it's small. That was it's close to a 13 actually. I've been getting a lot of hits here. Just kind of short strikes, nothing coming in. Yep, that is actually a legal fish. Oh my goodness. Whew, scared the crap out of me. Wow. Whew, this is a nice trout. Man, see how aggressive that thing was? Goodness gracious. Whew. Wow. I don't have a net out. I don't know if this is close to an 18. Oh, this is a big fish. Dang. Could this be a 20? This is a big fish. Holy cow. It's a monster. Oh, that is a beast. Man, look at the size of that thing. So fat. I'm gonna measure here in a second. That's called a mad scat. Yeah, that's a 20. That is a 20.5-inch trout. Oh yeah, very alive. Well, that was exciting for my first catch with this lure. So if you don't know about the Release Over 20 program, so I'm gonna go online, I'm gonna enter that one into the website. You can see the link in the bio of this video, and that'll put me in a drawing from some really nice prizes. And also it releases that incredible spawner, up to 20 million eggs a year, puts it back into the system. Mostly small fish. There we go. Yes. Yes. Another good fish. Yeah. Oh, it's a good fish. It's on this twitch bait again. This mad scat. Now I do have the drag pretty loose, so it's not actually that big. Looks like probably a 16. Ooh, now it's bigger than a 16. Yeah, so that's an 18 on that same twitch bait from the Nomad Design. Beautiful. Again, I'm catching these fish on that in about, the water depth is around 7, 8, so they're coming up to hit that bait. So we're at, looks like salinity by this simple meter. It's around probably about 8. That's really high for inside the Chalmette wall. Oh, hey. Man, a lot of hits. Might have to get out my Vertrex. Let's try something different. Look at that. They hit it. There we go. There we go. They've been hitting it on the way down, but not hanging on. Now this one is hanging on. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a decent fish. Oh yeah, this is a, oh yeah, it's another 16. These are nice fish. I don't know, maybe there's a pile of these bigger ones down there and they're just not committing. There we go. Oh, I hit it every time on the drop or right after I move the bait. They're right at the end of my cast. They're hit. There we go. Oh, that's a little one. Yeah, that's kind of what I expect. Now you notice this little one with this jig, the bait fell right out of the trout. That is a perfectly healthy trout right there. And when I release that one, it's not dying. There's no way that fish is dying. So, you know, that's a counter argument to what some people are saying about the new limits, that, well, you're just going to kill all the 12 inchers. And I don't believe that to be the case, at least when you're fishing this way. So, I mean, if you're fishing in a way that does kill them, then you might just have to think about changing something so they don't die. There's probably something you could do. So I had to pull out the Vertrex and see what happens. Just try a different bait. Maybe I can filter through and get the 16s instead of the 12s. Look at that, they hit it on the way down. There we go. Got that one. Oh, he's off. Second cast. See if I can come in with a fish. Yep, I had, there we, okay, this one, nope. I still got it. Looks like I got this one. Must be a decent fish. Or I have it foul hooked. It might be, because they seldom get this thing in their mouth. Okay, that seems like a decent fish. Wow, it's got this little bigger fish here. Trying to loosen my drag a little bit. This one's got some kick to it. Oh yeah, it's a nice trout. Oh. Yeah, I wish I had the bigger trebles on this lure, like the one I lost earlier today. Oh, right there. Right here at the boat. Is this a bigger one? This is a little bigger one here. See if we can get this one. No. Oh. Smaller one. We'll check it. That's probably a 13. That's a 13. It definitely feels like they are responding to this bait a lot more aggressively than the jig. But by the same token, at least with the hooks that are on here, I'm have a bugger of a time actually getting them in the boat. I think what happens is that there's one, they they don't take it in their mouth necessarily because it's such an aggressive action. They hit it with their bodies and that way trying to knock it down. And so, well, the last one had it in its mouth though, and probably if I can get it in its mouth, and then I'm gonna catch him. This feels like a good fish. Oh yeah, that's a good fish. Probably close to 16. A little bit skinny, but the second fish on this cast. First one came off. Oh, another nice fish. Yeah, it's 17. Nice fish. I could fish here for probably the rest of the day. I mean, it's a fish on every cast. Either I at least get it on briefly on the line, or I do land it. But I want to go put this one back. I want to go check out a few other places so I know what's going on in this inside area. So I'm trying out a rock shoreline that would seem to be like it could be good this year. It's a nice depth, so I'm throwing my twitch bait on here. See if there are any big trout hanging. This is the right time. This is evening. The light is low now. It's kind of cloudy. Well, this isn't the one I was looking for, but that's another nice 17 or 16 probably. And the pelican wants his fish. I'm not giving this to you, buddy. Right back in the water. Yeah, I didn't catch that one off of the rocks. I caught it out deeper on the bottom with the Vertrex. Ah, boy, there's another one. Looks like this might be a repeat of the last spot I came from, where it's just full of fish. But yeah, I don't know what the size will be. Could have a bigger size. Man, they are just everywhere. I'm catching these off the side of the boat. I mean, clearly with all these birds flying around there's a lot of bait here that the trout probably are feeding on. So thanks for watching. Always great to have you as the audience, and enjoy the comments and the bit of communication we have that way. So stay tuned for my next one.